Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. And it's true. My truck, the 2022 Tundra that I got, was it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6 days ago, with 1,100 miles on it, had a quality issue and was in dealership. Now, I don't want to clickbait anybody. This wasn't a massive engine blue situation. The transmission didn't have any problems. I'm not leaking oil. It's a small issue, but I think the story is very, very interesting because of the issue and Toyota's response to it. And I think you want to hear this whole story. So I don't know any way to tell you that guy's a story besides I'm a writer. And so I'm going to tell you the whole story. So if you need to, hit pause, go grab a drink, put your PJs on, whatever you need to do, get comfortable, because this might take a little bit. I don't know, I tend to ramble. So let me back this train up. Let's go back to Thursday. So if you recall, and you've watched this channel, you know I bought this 22 Tundra, and it's something I've wanted for the channel because it was great. It's a great decision. I flew into Houston. And so let me set the stage here, where I left the house at 4 a.m., 6 a.m. flight out of Denver, land in Houston 11:30. I go straight to the dealership. I get the truck. There's always some paperwork. I'm downloading the app. I got tons of stuff going on, and I need to hit the road. People have criticized my other video for not setting an infotainment system up with the dealer. The dealer was great. I needed to hit the road. I had a 7-hour drive back. It was on me. Don't blame the dealer for not setting things up. It was on me because I had to go. Plus, I was hungry as get out. So I'm starving. Get in the truck. I'm getting north as fast as I can. I got a 17-hour drive. I was trying to get 6 hours a day. I have a snowstorm blowing through. That's the scene. I get in the truck. I go down a quarter mile, half mile. There's a 7-Eleven or something there, a gas station. At that point, I'm like, I'm grabbing whatever I can. I'm just gonna grab food. I go inside and I put the vehicle in park, the truck, and I hear something happen. The door locks. Whatever. I'm hungry. Run inside the store, grab my stuff, buy whatever, junk food, whatever I can find. It's healthy, well, healthy junk food as a gas station. Come out here, set my stuff up. I put the truck in reverse. I've had the issues with the infotainment system, which I have another video coming on that because the dealership and Toyota's did a great job. I think problems are resolved, but I still got a rant. I will get to that. So I get the truck in park or in reverse, and with these new vehicles, when you're in reverse and drive, the door locks close automatically. It's a safety feature, and I freaking love it, right? So if your door doesn't open accidentally, if you get in an accident, whatever, door's not gonna fly out, it's locked. And then this happens. Now, the door lock goes crazy. That's what this is. And so I have video of this. I'm gonna put it on the screen. And just so you know, there's gonna be some comments about this. I sent this off to Mike Swears. I know Mike Swears. He's a friend. I would call him a friend of mine. He's a great guy. And I figure he wanted to know because it's one of his first Tundras. And yes, I do have some access to people that normal buyers don't have. And yes, I do have some influence because of the channel and the views we get. I think we had like 9 million views this year, something like that. So, it's not a small little channel. But anyways, I sent the video in, and this is what happened. Hey, Mike. One of my many really questions I'm going to ask you 1,000 times, but I'm just curious about this. So I put this in drive. You hear that? Yeah, that doesn't seem right, does it? I mean, all right, you tell me. I don't think that seems right. I don't think so at all. Okay, weird, right? Like, I drive a ton of vehicles every year. I get them for a week-long loan. I fly to programs where I drive these vehicles. I bought a new Ford last year. I bought a Tundra this year. So I have these. It was really weird. I've never experienced that before. And I was like, well, maybe I'm missing something. Again, super tired, super hungry, agitated, right, with the infotainment system. So I thought I'm missing something. So I sent it in to him, and he's like, well, it looks like you may have something binding up there, something weird's happening. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm not really sure what to do, but I said I'll probably take it to my dealership on Monday because I was going to get home Friday night, actually get home Saturday because thanks to the storm, and I have a short time period. I'm a vacation coming up, Christmas, all sorts of stuff coming up. So we're kind of talking back and forth a little bit, and I said, whatever. So I get to Oklahoma City, and I go to my hotel room. Now, I park in this Holiday Inn, and outside the Holiday Inn is a ton of work trucks and things. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to park my new Tundra next to these Silverados and F-150s, and that kind of stands out. I should have taken a picture, but privacy issues with people, I just decided not to. So I go upstairs to my room, and I think, I didn't lock the truck. How am I gonna lock the truck, right? So I have a brand new Tundra in this Holiday Inn motel parking lot with all these work trucks outside. What's gonna happen with these guys? They're gonna get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee, go on their job, they're gonna see a new truck sitting over there, and we're all curious, right? So they're gonna come over, and I know these guys are gonna put their noses on the interior, look around. Somebody's gonna grab the door handle. I'm thinking, I can't be South Oklahoma City and my truck got broken into. Like, that can't happen. I gotta get home. I gotta get home. So I come downstairs in the cold and I'm tired and all this stuff going on. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna lock these doors. So the door lock is still doing its thing, 1,000 miles an hour. On the driver's side only. Passenger side's fine, rear passenger side fine, just driver's side only. So I said, okay, well, I'll come downstairs. And more of my frustrations about this was that I come downstairs and I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna take my key fob, lock it. Nope, I can hear it. Through the door, I can hear it go, shh, fine. So I thought, I'll get inside the truck and I'll press the door lock button inside the truck. I do that, shh. Okay, so I can't lock with the key fob. I can't lock it with the door lock. I can't lock with the app. I have 3 choices. None of them work because that door lock's going crazy. So cool. So I guess not cool, but I was like, fine. So I'm like, I can take my hand and I can manually lock this door. So it's got the lever on it. Thank goodness. Some brands are going completely away from mechanical levers at all. Don't get me started on that. But this has got a mechanical door lock on top, a manual that I can do. So I can see it open and close. I can take my finger and push it closed, which is great. So I take my finger, push it closed. I know that's locked. So I close the door. It unlocks, truck beeps at me. Okay, weird. I do it again, close the door, truck beeps at me. Son of a biscuit. I look inside the screen and it says key fob left in the vehicle. This is when I'm thinking I'm a dumbass, right? I have the other key fob in the truck. You can't lock your key fobs in the truck. Very smart Toyota engineering. Not at 8 o'clock at night in Oklahoma City when I'm having 0 sleep, right? So fine, I pull it out. I do the manual door lock. I lock the door. Fine, door locks. I can hear it stay locked. Cool. Is the rest of the truck locked? I don't know. I locked the driver's side door. Does that mean the passenger side door is open? The rear doors are open? I better figure this out. So I go to the door behind me, right? So the driver's side rear door, pull the handle, locked. Cool. Around the truck, get it on the back side, open the passenger side rear door, locked. Cool. Grab the passenger side front door, put my hand in it, all the doors unlock. Keyless entry. All right. Fine. So I lock the passenger side door, get the driver's side door, mechanically lock it, grab door handle, shut it, unlocks the door. Keyless dam entry. Now, dam's not the word I said. So, fine. Manually lock the door. Look over to the passenger side. Passenger side's locked. I know the rear doors are locked because they haven't changed. That was my guess that time. I grab the middle of the door and I shut the middle of the door. Do not grab the door handle. This is your PSA. Don't grab the door handle because everything unlocks. Fine. Go upstairs. Go to bed. Get up next morning. I go to the gas station, get gas, fuel up, get my snacks because I want to get ready for the day. Again, 750-mile day, 11 hours, long day. I knew it was going to be a tough day. I do a quick intro video, which you guys saw when I did a road trip, and I pull over and I park, and I hear something really interesting. So let me play that video. Okay, now it's really weird. This is just kind of spooky, but I put it in. Yeah, better, but still something's not right. Okay, so now I'm like, the day before, it's going crazy. The next day, like not even 24 hours later, and it's fixed. It's close to being fixed, right? And then I drive to Dodge City, Kansas. I just remember because of Dodge City. And I had to have food because, again, 2-lane roads, little small farm towns, there's no good options. Panera? Ha! Starbucks? Yeah, right. I get to Dodge City and I'm like, first place fast food? I don't care. Feed the tummy. I pull into Taco Bell. I'm like, I don't care at this point. I'm going to eat whatever garbage I can find because I have to eat. I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting tired. I have to eat. I put the truck in park And I'll get out of the truck, I grab my key fob, just habit, I press the lock button, and the son of a gun locks perfectly. Wait, what? Yeah, it locks perfectly. So I'm like, so I hop in the truck. I'm like, I gotta see this. So I put the truck in reverse, and the door locks perfectly. Doesn't do this deal, doesn't do the slow deal. I'm like, you know what? This is a magical damn truck. It fixes itself. It's freaking magic. You talk about QDR with Toyota, they don't need to fix your truck dealership. No, the thing fixes itself. So now I'm like, all right. So I reach out to Swears and I'm like, hey, you know, truck fixed itself. And he's like, well, okay, but we're still thinking about sending an engineer to town. I'm like, what do you mean sending an engineer to town? Like, geographically, Scottsbluff, Nebraska is probably one of the hardest places in the country to get to, besides like places in upper Montana, places in Alaska. You know, we got a regional airport, which is great, a couple flights a day. We have 180 miles in Denver, so I guess we're not too terrible. But when I think about it, when I get home, I'm away from the world. I mean, that's what I think about these little towns, little area. I mean, our towns, Scottsbluff's got a population of 25,000 or 40,000, whatever. We don't have a lot of people. We have a mall, we have a Walmart, a few gas stations, a couple dealerships. You know, I mean, we're the biggest hub in the county because we have enough people here, and they're smaller towns supporting, but not a big place. So he's like, he said, well, I don't think we can get anybody there by Monday. Because I told him, I said, I'm probably going to take the dealership on Monday because I'm in this time crunch. And I said, you know what, Mike, I'd much rather you guys send an engineer to town than deal with the dealership. And I want to say this, let me say it more accurately. The dealership in town is great. The service team is great. I've met the service manager once or twice now. Great people. I have no dealership issues with them. Great dealership, great to work with. But in my head, I'm thinking they've probably never even seen this 2022. And now I'm going to take it in for service on a repair on a door they've never maybe have training on or even know about. It made me a little uneasy, to be honest with you. And again, I'm not knocking a dealership. Dealership's great. It's Team Toyota in town. Go see them. Great guys. No problem there. My concern was, I don't know if these technicians have seen this truck. So I said, you know what? I'll wait. And Mike's okay. So then, I don't know, a few hours later, I get a phone call from a friend of mine, and I shouldn't say this differently, from a person from Toyota PR. And look, guys, they're all friends of mine at some point. I've been doing this job for 10 years. You get to know these people. So I'm going to say a friend of mine, nice guy, he's like, hey, I'm hearing you have some problems with your truck. I'm like, yeah, I have this really weird door lock issue. It seemed like it fixed itself. And he goes, you wouldn't believe what's going on behind the scenes. The engineering team is mobilizing. And he goes, the emails are flying. And he says, it is crazy. People had, I guess Mike had put this video out to his team, and they were sharing that amongst themselves. They were dissecting it. They were watching it a few times. And you guys saw the video. It's not a great video. It was me with my cell phone, really tired, shooting a quick video. I wasn't trying to make that published. I just thought it was weird. And now wish I would have shot it better. You guys could have had a better view of it, but you know, I just took a video. So fine. And he's like, so my friend is like, you know, when do you plan on taking a dealership? This is Friday, and I'm in like the wilds of Kansas. Like, I don't even know where I'm at because I had no co-pilot, and I had no idea. I was on 2-lane road. All I saw were fields, and he's like, we're going to bring it, you know, what day you plan to do dealership? I said, well, Monday. He goes, the team's going to be there. I'm like, you mean the team is going to fly out from Michigan for the tech center, which is, I'm assuming that's where some of the guys came from the tech center in Ann Arbor, and fly to little Scottsbluff, Nebraska, or fly to Denver and drive up or something like that. I'm like, this is a little bizarre. Like, that's quite the response. If you guys remember last year, I had the F-150, and I had some quality issues with the F-150. I had some, the pillars would make some noise, the weather stripping on the window would make some noise, and I had rust in the truck, which was a big issue then. And Ford didn't really do much. And Toyota's like, you're driving back Friday, we're sending a team on Monday. I'm like, okay, you know, and yes, it is in Toyota's best interest to help fix this problem because, you know, yes, what am I going to do? I'm going to talk about the problem a lot, sure. But also, you know, to their point of view, is this a one-off problem or is this a widespread issue? Like, they want to nip this in the bud, especially with a new truck being launched and not have a whole lot of problems like, say, Bronco, and be able to build this vehicle without those delays. So, yeah, I mean, this is a big thing for them. They want a great product launch. So I do my thing. I shoot a bunch of videos. You guys have seen the videos. And at 10:30 on Monday morning, I went to the dealership. and I met two guys there. I don't want to use names. I don't want to make anybody feel nervous about being named on YouTube, but two great guys there. We have a great conversation. Really nice guys. They let me, the dealership gave me an Avalon to drive home, which is fine. I had other press vehicles here, so no big deal. But yeah, I got a free loaner for a couple days. Fantastic. Great experience. And then I was texting with the service manager, and he's like, hey, you know, the team's in town and they're doing their things. I'm like, okay, well, hey, you know, let me know. And at that time, I was responding to you guys' comments, and I was shooting some videos in a Land Rover I had, and so I didn't bother me. I had other stuff going on. So I get the message Monday night saying, hey, you know, they just are doing their final inspection. They're doing their stuff, but, you know, we're going to do another day. Cool. I don't really care. The Land Rover got picked up this morning. I had to do a video of it. I was gone all morning anyways doing videos, so no big deal. And I come back and I text him and say, hey, I'm home, you know, and he's like, okay, we'll bring the truck over about 4 o'clock. And so I'm talking to him on the phone, and what it turned out to be, the fix, the magical fix of this whole thing was they replaced the bezel in the door. And basically what my understanding is there's a piece of trim in there that was impacting the way the door lock was working. And so it was kind of a supplier quality kind of issue. And so the truck would think it was locked, but it would always double check it's being locked, and it was just kind of the process going on. And apparently the engineers were able to replicate the problem. But talking to sales, not sales, but talking to service manager about this, he said it was really cool. And these guys, kudos to Scottsbluff Team Toyota. They had a great experience. They had 5, not just engineers, they had 5 Toyota engineers at their dealership in a little small town in Scottsbluff. They took over the conference room. They were working on the truck. They'd go upstairs, have conference calls. There was conversation going, and I know I was talking to Mike about a little bit, flowing. I mean, they were having immediate conference calls about this truck, and Toyota went over every detail from I can see. I mean, they analyzed this truck. I'm sure they went through every detail and make sure it's perfect. I got the truck back. It's washed. It's a full tank of gas. My problem solved. We worked on the infotainment system with one of the guys from the Team Toyota, which we fixed the couple issues of having. I'll do another video on that because I'm still not happy with not with Team Toyota, not with Toyota engineers who flew in. I just think that there's some growing pains in this new infotainment system, which I'll get to that later in another video because I don't want to pollute this one. But yeah, so the truck was at a dealership for today's Tuesday. They got back to me at 4 o'clock. They probably could have got back to me sooner, but whatever. I heard from the service manager that the engineers were there last night late, and they were there a little bit today. I guess they're a little bit there today, whatever. But they were going through the issues, and everybody had a great experience. And I got to be honest with you, I had a great experience. Right, a small issue, a little teething issue with a brand new truck. Things happen. You know, I'm not that big of a deal. I'm not going to go to Consumer Reports and be like, this deserves a 2 out of 5 because it's unreliable because my freaking door lock didn't work. So yeah, that was the issue. So I think I explained it all in detail. I don't think I missed any steps. You put your comments down below. I think it's a no big deal, but it was really interesting. Toyota's response. That's my biggest takeaway from this whole experience. Was not that I had an issue with my truck. Yes, things happen. Was I happy about it? No. Was I happy it was happening? No, because I had the stress of this infotainment system plus the lock, plus I'm driving to drive home. A lot of stuff going on. There's some open-ended questions, I should say more accurately, that you guys can put down below. Like, how did this get off the plant's final line with that issue going on? How did I get at the dealership with that issue going on? The transport person who transported it off drove it off the transport truck. I mean, I had 22 miles in this truck when I got it. I think those are the bigger issues that Toyota is working on right now, because that shouldn't have happened. I'm kind of, I want to kind of say I'm happy it happened, because I learned a lot about Toyota's response, and I can share with you Toyota's response, how immediate it was. And from my understanding is, even from a consumer standpoint, if you bought this brand new truck and you had a problem with it, Toyota's engineering team is like all over anything going wrong. And I thought they did an amazing job, and I still am flattered that they drove up from Denver. I mean, I've done that flight. I've done the Detroit to Denver flight and driven 180 miles after you land. It's a 3-hour flight plus 3.5-hour drive. It's a long damn day. So very, very pleased with their response. And I feel pretty satisfied as a new truck owner, and I feel very satisfied as a journalist and a reviewer of vehicles that they did a great job. That's my next story. So hey, I have a whole series in this 2022 Toyota Tundra Limited. I have done a bunch of videos. I'm doing a bunch more videos. You guys are emailing me questions in. I have those videos written down on a sheet of paper. I'm going to process them as best I can for the next 8 or 10 days, whatever I have, and I will get to them. Make sure you check the playlist out for more details. Again, I'll have infotainment system happening tomorrow because I need to cool down a little bit because I'm still frustrated about some of the issues with that. But also make sure you subscribe, stick around if you're interested in this content. I put out hopefully some good stuff. Hopefully it's entertaining. Try to be. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.